Joshua, my servant Moses is dead. Some of you have never faced the death of a leader. Sometimes when your leader is gone, sometimes it's hard to pick up the pieces and go on. I remember last year, our assistant pastor died. And I'm going to show you something. And one day they brought her Bible over to the house. They brought the Bible to the house, and she had a handkerchief in this scripture right here. It was all there. It was just saying, Lamar, I want you to preach this. Even though I won't be here to preach it, you preach it. Be strong and courageous. Some things you're going to have to face in this life. Is no other choice for you but to be strong. Some trials and tests that's going to come in your life. The only way you're going to defeat the devil in that area is you're going to have to be strong. Moses, my servant, is dead. You saw, that's why it's good to pay attention to leadership while you're on the pew. Because one day you're going to have to lead too. Sometimes we have messed up leaders in the church because they didn't pay attention to leadership while they were sitting in the pew. So when it comes their time to lead, they don't know what to do. Moses, Joshua, my servant Moses, is dead. It's your time to lead these people over Jordan. Now, Jordan is a messed up place. Remember, the king said, I don't want to dip in the prophet told him to dip in Jordan, and he said, that's a nasty place. I'm too royal for that kind of carrying on. That's how some of us in the church think, I'm too cute to clap. I'm too cute to sweat my little do-out. Baby, when you think of the goodness of Jesus, you'll forget about your do and your don't. Go over Jordan. But some of us get stagnated at Jordan. What is Jordan? Jordan can represent poverty in your life. Jordan can represent your children not acting right. Jordan can represent your house not being right. But the Bible told Joshua, go over. James Cleveland said it the best way, this too will pass. But some of us pitch a tent and then start enjoying Jordan. I'm satisfied being broke. I'm not going to tell you that. Because I'll be dying and on my way to hell if I tell you that. If I get up in church and tell you I don't want to be a millionaire, I'll be lying. Folks got a problem with people having things in the church. Folks talk about Jesus was poor. Baby, Jesus became poor. The Bible never said he was poor. He chose to be poor. That was his choice to become poor so we can be rich. So don't let nobody tell you you ain't supposed to have nothing. Because he told you I'd give you houses that you didn't even build. Folks get mad at me. I tell them all the time, I will live in a mansion. And they ain't talking about in heaven, I'm talking about down here. Some of y'all watch, what's it, Sweet 16. Yeah. When I see 16-year-olds driving Bentleys, dogging out their parents and saying whatever they want to say to them. And God made me a promise that I can have all that because the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. God made you a promise. Ask what you will and I give it to you. But some of us are afraid to ask because we got to please the folk that's around us. time I went to this church, and I came in there with some shoes on, not these. I had some other ones on. They looked down at my feet. Talking about, you gonna preach in there? Yes. You know, some folks out there, that's too flashy. But when they get it, it ain't too flashy. Long as the Lord blessing you is a sin, but when the Lord start blessing them, it's all right. I'm talking mother. Long as the Lord is blessing them, it's okay. That's why there's a spirit in the church called jealousy. We can't jump and shout with nobody else. When God blesses somebody else, we get mad. And we talk about we going to heaven with jealousy in us. There's a place called hell. I know Hades is the Hebrew or Greek word for hell, but Hades sounds like a resort, so I like to say hell. So you'll know what I'm talking about. You have to learn how to cross over your joy that may be jealousy of somebody else. Your joy that may be envy of somebody else. But what God did it for me, he'll do it for you. There is no secret what God can do. What he done for others, ain't no point of being mad at you because you rather be in a Bentley or a Maybach. I'ma just rejoice with you because I know mine is on the way. Folk get mad at me. I get up to church and say, God's going to bless me. I say it all the time. I'm saying it tonight. God's going to bless me with a $400,000 car. The Bible says if you walk upright, there is no good thing I will withhold from you. We have not because we ask not. And the reason why some of us scared to ask, because our friends that we hang around to get jealous of us. You know what I found out, Pastor? As long as I'm serving God, forget what folks say about me. I ain't got to please folk. That's why some of us in the mess we are in because we worried about what folk think about us. You're not even pleasing God because some of y'all got to go along to get along and get along to go along. I believe I'm preaching. I got to see what my friend, when I go shopping, I learned how to do this. When I go shopping, I shop alone. Because guess what? I'm the one got the way and not you. It's sad that folk want to put their opinion on what your money got to buy. You went after one thing and they changed your mind and you went and bought something that you didn't even like. Maybe this is truth here. I told you, I'm preaching watered down gospel. As y'all figured out by Wednesday night, I ain't too scared of nobody. I'm like the rapper, baby, I ain't never scared. You have to learn how to get rid of people's opinion about you, especially when you're trying to do the will of God. Sometimes, thank God for your prayer partner, but sometimes your prayer partner is your hindrance.